Welcome folks to the course of learning Python. Today we are going to learn about the operators and its different types along with their specific functions and execute each of them in the programming section. So let us quickly have the objectives of our today's lecture, which will include the following topics. First is the operators. Next, we'll see the types of operators. Then, we'll see the importance of these operators in programming. Let us quickly start with what are the operators. An operator is basically a symbol that is used to perform specific operations on the operands. कोई भी ऑपरेटर अगर आप यूज कर रहे हैं तो इसका एक स्पेसिफिक टास्क होता है, स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन होता है और ऐसी कोई भी प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं है जहाँ पे इवन इफ यू आर राइटिंग योर स्मॉलेस्ट कोड यू आर मेकिंग द यूज ऑफ ऑपरेटर्स, राइट? आई गिव यू अ स्मॉल एग्जांपल. If you're using if you're even assigning the name of your variable and assigning some value to it, you use an equal to, and this equal to itself is an operator. Therefore, whatever programming you're doing, you're definitely going to use the operators, whether you know it or not. Those who are coming from the previous backgrounds of programming might know the usage of these operators and how vastly we are dependent on them. The operators are predefined in compilers along with their specific functions, no matter what language you're working with. Okay, in that compiler you're going to have all of these operators which each have their specific task to perform. Okay, so हर ऑपरेटर का अपना एक फंक्शन है और सिर्फ वो उसी काम को करने के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. Okay, so let us see the relation in between your operand and an operator. We need to understand what are your operands and what is an operator so that we could have a clear understanding of what actually we are going to do ahead. Okay, see, suppose if I have an expression that is a plus b. Here I have two entities, that is, say suppose your A entity and your B entity, and I want to add these two entities to form a new entity, say suppose it is your C entity. Okay, so आपको अगर इन दोनों के बीच में कोई relation बनाना है, that is your A entity and your B entity, you are going to need something, right? You need something so that you could have a relation in between them. A and B are the data, they cannot be interlinked to each other unless you provide a relation. Okay, so this addition symbol here, this is nothing but your relation. You are adding the two entities. Here it could be the symbol of subtraction or multiplication or division, whatever symbol that you're using. You're trying to establish a relation between two data entities, and this is nothing but your operator. So here your A and B are your operands, right? And this plus symbol is your operator. The 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 entity which is trying to establish a relation between the two operands is your operator. Okay, also both your entities, that is your operands and operator, are interlinked with each other. If you have your operator but you do not have anything to work with, your operator is of no use. And if you have your operands and you do not have an operator, then also your data is of no use. Okay, so इन दोनों का एक दूसरे के साथ होना बहुत जरूरी है. Only and only then you can make your work go in flow. Okay, let us now see what are the types of operators. In Python, we have total 6 different types of operators which you are going to see. These all 6 different types of operators include your arithmetic operator. Next, it will include your logical operator. Next, it is going to include the relational operator. Next, we have the bitwise operator. Then we'll see the assignment operator, and in the end, this is the unique operator that Python provides us with, is your special operator. It has given it a name special because this is actually a unique type of operator which is going to provide which is helpful in doing your tedious task in a much easier way. We'll see this in detail as we go ahead. So we are going to see all of these 6 operators in detail. So let's get started with one of those. The first one that we are going to see is your arithmetic operator. So what is your arithmetic operator? Arithmetic operator is used to perform your mathematical operations, right? And these are the most basic type of operators. It will include those operators which you are going to use even in your day-to-day life. Okay, so let us try to see what actually the arithmetic operator includes. It includes the following operations. Okay, आप अपनी day-to-day life में regularly addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modular division, floor division, exponent, you must have heard all of these terms, right? This is nothing new or very fancy in it. आप इन सारे operations को रोज ही perform करते हो. This is something that you have been doing since you were in class 2, right? In your standard 2. So these operations which are performed, the following symbols are coming into a particular class of operator, that is your arithmetic operations. Okay, so arithmetic operation is responsible for doing all your mathematical operations while you are using the programming for your scenario whatsoever you're dealing with. Okay, so let's have in detail or a much clearer way of these as we go ahead in the programming section. So what does your addition operation do? The addition operation helps you add two different entities and get your result. Subtraction used to reduce. Multiplication, again, when you try to increase something by merging two or three or n number of items, this is your multiplication. When you're trying to reduce one quantity by another, then you are doing the division. What is your modular division? It will return you the remainder of whatsoever division that you're performing. The remainder that you have is getting returned to you in the modular division. What is your floor division? It will return you the question as normal division, but it will be in your integer format. You're not going to get it in the float data type. Okay, next is your exponent. Exponent is nothing but when you increase certain quantity. What are the logical operator? The logical operators are used to perform the comparison between two values. आप कभी भी जब दो quantities को compare करते हो तो उसका जो result होता है वो either आपका true होता है या फिर false होता है. तो this is what your logical operator does. ये आपको या तो true value return करेगा या तो false value return करेगा. Okay, so this is how your comparison goes in here. So it includes three different types of symbols, which includes three different operations, that is your and, or, and not. Okay, so what is your and, or, and not? These are actually the truth tables according to which your compiler works. Okay, those who are having the knowledge of programming since other languages, from other languages, might understand these, but those who are completely new, let us try to have a quick overview about that. What is your and gate? Your and gate returns you the true value when both your conditions are standing true. If either of your condition is false, you're always going to get the false result here. Okay, next is your or gate. Your or gate is another just reverse of your and gate. That is, if either of your conditions is true, you're going to get a value true, but if your both conditions are false, then and only then you'll get a false value here. Next we have the not gate. The not gate is just that if I pass here true value, it will return me false, and if I return here false, then it will return me. So what are the relational operators? The relational operators are used to show the comparison between the two. Okay, so what does my relational operator include? It includes the following symbols, that is your greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, or your greater than equal to and your less than equal to. Those who are having the prior knowledge of all these symbols might get it very easy, and these are very very simple. This is nothing very tedious or fancy, right? If one quantity is greater than other, then you're going to get a result that if it is true or false. So of course in relational operators भी आपका जो result होने वाला है वो either true या false ही होगा. अगर आपकी जो comparison है वो आपकी given condition को satisfy करती है तो you're going to get a true result. अगर आपने जो condition pass की है वो गलत हो जाती है, then you're going to get your false result. Let us quickly conclude what we have learned today. So we have successfully learned about the operator, the types of operator, and the importance of operator. So I hope you find this lecture useful and you are trying to learn. If something that you're not understanding, you'll understand as we go ahead. So please keep on trying different examples, post us all the doubts that you have, and I'm readily happy to help you. I am Trishna Chakraborty from Learning Studies. Thank you so much.